Men, let's face the truth. If you're past 60, you've noticed the signs. Your arms aren't as solid as they used to be, your chest isn't as firm, your grip isn't as strong. Even getting out of a chair takes more effort. And too many men shrug it off. They call it aging. They say that's just how it goes after 60. But let me tell you something as your doctor. That's not the whole story. Muscle loss after 60 is real, yes, but it's not destiny, it's not a death sentence, and it's not too late to fight back, no matter how far you think you've slipped. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s rebuild muscle, regain strength, and feel like men again. The key isn't a magic pill, and it isn't hours in the gym. It starts with something simple, your breakfast. And before I tell you what powerful food to add to your breakfast starting tomorrow, I'm going to be brutally honest about the foods that are destroying your strength and accelerating muscle loss. Because if you don't cut out the poison, adding in the power won't save you. The silent killers on your plate. Most men over 60 start their mornings with the wrong foods, and they don't even realize it. Let's talk about the worst offenders. 1. Sugary cereals. You've seen the commercials, bright boxes with happy faces promising energy and health. But the truth? They're sugar bombs. A single bowl can hit you with more sugar than a donut. What happens when you load up on sugar in the morning? Your blood sugar spikes. Insulin floods your system. Energy crashes by mid-morning, and worst of all, your muscles stay starved while fat storage ramps up. Sugar first thing in the morning tells your body, forget building muscle, let's store fat. 2. White bread and pastries. Toast, bagels, muffins, quick, easy, and deadly. These refined carbs digest fast, turning straight into sugar. They inflame your body, weaken your metabolism, and give you nothing in terms of muscle fuel. Think of it this way, white bread fills your stomach but empties your muscles. 3. Fruit juices. Orange juice, apple juice, even so-called healthy blends. These are basically soda with a fruit label. Sure, they've got vitamins, but they come with a sugar overload that wrecks your insulin sensitivity, the very thing you need to build muscle. 4. Processed breakfast meats. Sausage patties, bacon strips, microwave-ready meats. They may have protein, but they're loaded with sodium, nitrates, and preservatives that clog arteries, raise blood pressure, and make you sluggish. 5. Low-fat yogurt and diet foods. The biggest scam of the last 40 years. When you strip fat out of food, you strip the flavor too, so companies replace it with sugar. Low-fat yogurt may sound good, but it leaves your testosterone starving. Remember this, men need healthy fats for hormones. Now here's the kicker, eating these foods doesn't just make you tired, it actively accelerates sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss. You're feeding your body calories with no ammunition from muscle. And every morning you make that choice, you send your body one message. Break down, don't build up. The muscle-building weapon you're missing. Now, let's flip the script. If you want to rebuild muscle after 60, you need protein. Not just any protein, but the kind that's bioavailable, anabolic, and easy for your body to use. That brings me to the food most men overlook. Eggs! Whole eggs, not just the whites. Here's why eggs are your secret weapon. 1 egg equals 6 grams of complete protein, rich in leucine, the amino acid that triggers muscle protein synthesis. Packed with cholesterol, the raw material your body uses to make testosterone. Loaded with vitamins A, D, E, and B12, plus minerals like selenium and choline. For decades, eggs got a bad reputation because of cholesterol fears. But new science has destroyed that myth. Eggs don't harm your heart, they strengthen your body. And when you eat eggs in the morning, you're doing something powerful. You're giving your body the signal to build, repair, and restore muscle. The patient who proved it. I'll never forget one of my patients, Mike, 64 years old, retired, smart guy, but worn down. He came into my clinic and said, "Doc, I feel like I'm fading. My strength is gone. My wife says I've shrunk. What do I do?" I asked about his mornings. His breakfast was coffee and a slice of toast. Sometimes a bowl of cereal. Almost no protein. I told him, "Mike, starting tomorrow, I want you to eat 4 eggs for breakfast. Cook them in olive oil. Add spinach or mushrooms. Drink water first, coffee after. That was it. 3 months later, Mike was back. He had more energy. His grip strength had improved. He'd put on 5 pounds of lean muscle. His wife told me, "Doctor, I feel like I've got my husband back." That's the power of eggs. Why breakfast protein matters more after 60. Here's the science most men don't know. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at using protein. When you were 20, a small amount of protein could trigger muscle growth. But at 60, you need a larger dose to get the same effect. That's why skipping protein at breakfast is deadly. You've just gone 8 to 10 hours without food. Your muscles are in a fasted, catabolic state. If you don't give them protein, your body starts breaking down more muscle tissue for fuel. But when you slam your muscles with protein first thing in the morning, especially from eggs, you flip the switch from breakdown to growth. This isn't just about nutrition, it's about identity. A man who feeds his body protein in the morning is a man signaling to his body, "We're not done yet. We're still building. We're still strong." The perfect senior man's morning routine. Now let's build this into a routine that keeps you strong every day. 1. Hydrate immediately. Before coffee, before food, drink a tall glass of water. Overnight, you've lost hydration. Your muscles and joints are thirsty. Add a pinch of sea salt for electrolytes. 2. Move your body. 5 minutes, that's all you need. Push-ups, squats, or a brisk walk around the house. Movement first thing wakes up your nervous system and primes your muscles. 3. Protein breakfast. 3 to 4 whole eggs, cooked in olive oil, with a handful of vegetables and half an avocado. If you need carbs, use oats or a slice of whole grain toast, not white bread. 4. Coffee the right way. Enjoy your coffee, but only after you've eaten protein. That way your body uses it for energy, not as a crutch. 5. Mindset fuel. While eating, feed your mind. Read a page of something that inspires you. Write down one goal for the day. Strong body, strong mind. Do this routine, and you're not just eating differently, you're living differently. Other foods that build strength after 60. Now, eggs are the king, but you don't have to stop there. To extend your breakfast power and add variety, here are other foods that help reverse muscle loss. Greek yogurt, full fat, packed with protein, probiotics, and healthy fats. Cottage cheese, slow digesting casein protein, fuels your muscles for hours. Oats, great for slow burning carbs. Pair them with protein, not alone. Avocado, rich in monounsaturated fats that boost testosterone. Nuts and seeds, almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, great for healthy fats and minerals. Smoked salmon, omega-3s reduce inflammation and support muscle recovery. These are foods that fuel strength, not weakness. They make your breakfast anabolic, meaning muscle building, instead of catabolic. Now let's come back to the enemies. If you want to reverse muscle loss, these foods must be off your plate. Sugary cereals, white bread and pastries, fruit juices, processed meats, low-fat diet foods, flavored yogurts, energy drinks. They don't just rob your muscles, they rob your masculinity. The truth every man over 60 must hear. Gentlemen, let me be straight with you. Muscle is not just about vanity. It's not just about looking good in a shirt. It's about survival. The #1 predictor of how long and how well you'll live is not cholesterol, not blood pressure, even not genetics. It's muscle mass and strength. Men with more muscle live longer. Men with stronger grips live longer. Men who keep their legs strong stay independent longer. You want to be the man your family looks to with respect. The man who walks tall, carries himself with confidence, and still has power in his step at 70, 80, 90. Then you must protect your muscle. And it starts with one choice. Tomorrow morning, eggs on your plate, not sugar. Strength in your body, not weakness. Your challenge. Here's my challenge to you. For the next 30 days, replace your current breakfast with this: 3 to 4 whole eggs, cooked in olive oil, with a handful of vegetables and half an avocado. No sugary cereals, no white bread, no fruit juice. Do this every morning. After 30 days, look in the mirror, feel your grip, feel your energy. See how your body responds. I promise you, you'll feel the difference. Gentlemen, you're not done yet. 60 is not the end. It's the beginning of your second strength, but only if you choose it. So tomorrow morning, when you crack those eggs, remember this. You're not just making breakfast, you're making a decision to fight back, to stay strong, to stay a man. Stay sharp, stay strong, stay unbreakable.